Hola Year 9 and welcome to Lesson 9 of the summer term. I hope you're enjoying the video PowerPoints that you're having your lessons on. And today you're looking at las instalaciones, facilities at school. And here's a list of your equipment for today's lesson, so pause if you need to get anything in front of you right now. And please remember to email me if you have any questions about the activities in today's lesson. Also, if you're nominated, I would love to receive photos of your fantastic work. And here is my email address. So take a moment now to write down the date and title in Spanish. So las instalaciones, facilities, and martes el 19 de mayo. And your objective to say what there is or isn't in my school. Your do now activity is to translate the sentences. Okay, you don't need to write them out in the format they're given, just translate them for me, please. So pause to do that now. So let's check your answers. So no me gusta la educación física porque es aburrida. Is I don't like PE because it's boring. Okay. Dos. Me gustan las empresariales porque son fáciles. I like business studies because it's easy. So remember, it's in its feminine plural form here. So you're using, so we've used son in Spanish, but it's singular in English, so we use its. Tres. I like art because it's fun and creative. Me gusta el dibujo porque es divertido y creativo. Okay, so el dibujo is masculine and singular, so your adjectives will agree with the noun, divertido and creativo. Cuatro, I really don't like drama as it's noisy. No me gusta nada el arte dramático o el teatro, ya que es ruidoso. So here, whether you've chosen to use el arte dramático or el teatro, both are masculine and singular, so therefore your adjective will be ruidoso for this one. Finalmente, cinco. I hate science because it's difficult, although I love maths because it's useful. So odio las ciencias porque son difíciles, aunque me encantan las matemáticas porque son útiles. So use odio here, and las ciencias being feminine and plural, we have to have difíciles with the S in the end, feminine plural. And then for las matemáticas, I love must have the N on the end, me encantan. And then útiles needs an S on the end as well, because maths is feminine plural. I'm going to pass you to Mrs. Reardon now, who's going to take the rest of the lesson, and I will give you my nominations to send in your work later. Gracias, adios.
Okay, so what I would like you to start by doing is write the vocabulary on the left, just write it down in English first, and then match it to the correct Spanish on the right-hand side. So number 1 is a playground, so then on the right-hand side you need to look for the correct Spanish, which in this case is un patio. So please pause the video now to write out your English vocabulary and match it with the Spanish translation. Off you go. I'm sure you got on really well with that task, but let's go through the answers now. Okay, chicos, so a playground, as we said before, is un patio. A library, una biblioteca. A dining hall or a canteen is un comedor. Break time, el recreo. A tennis court, una pista de tenis. Pay really close attention to make sure that tenis in Spanish only has one N, as it differs to the English. Lunchtime, la hora de comer. Lots of classrooms, muchas aulas. A hall, un salón de actos. A football pitch, un campo de fútbol. And finally, science labs, unos laboratorios de ciencias. Quite wordy there in comparison to our shortened English. Muy bien, chicos. Let's practice our pronunciation. So, chicos, what I'd like you to do is just repeat the Spanish after me. So I'll say each one twice and you just repeat it after me. Off we go. Un patio. Un patio. Una biblioteca. Una biblioteca. Un comedor. Un comedor. El recreo. El recreo. Una pista de tenis. Una pista de tenis. La hora de comer. La hora de comer. Muchas aulas. Muchas aulas. Un salón de actos. Un salón de actos. Un campo de fútbol. Un campo de fútbol. Unos laboratorios de ciencias. Unos laboratorios de ciencias. Let's just do that word for labs slowly. Laboratorios. Laboratorios. Excelente, chicos. Muy bien. Okay, chicos, what I'd now like you to do, please, is follow the link on class charts to Quizlet to learn this vocabulary. Please remember to send over a picture of your score in the test. So pause the video now and go into class charts to do your Quizlet learning. Muy bien, chicos, continuamos. Okay, chicos, so if we now want to move on and actually say what there is in our school, it's really easy. We just use I plus the article plus the noun. Here's an example. Hay un patio is there is a playground. Super easy. However, when we're saying what there isn't in your school, you don't use the article. So here's an example. No hay salón de actos. You can see that I've got rid of that un, the article, so we don't use it in a negative sentence. What I'd like you to do, please, is copy the grammar point into your book. Please highlight the article in both examples and make sure you cross through the article just like I've done in the negative example. Please pause the video now to do this. Excelente, chicos. Let's put this into practice. Okay, so número dos. There is a football pitch, but there isn't a tennis court. Hay un campo de fútbol, pero no hay pista de tenis. So you can see that we've got no una before pista de tenis. We don't have the article. Número tres. Hay muchas aulas, pero no hay laboratorios. Once again, we have nothing between I and laboratorios because it's negative. Número 4. Hay dos bibliotecas, pero no hay comedor. Same thing once again. There is no article between I and comedor because it's negative. Número 5. Hay un patio grande, pero prefiero comer en el comedor durante la hora de comer. The only bit there that you may have struggled on would be getting the word durante, literally meaning during. Excelente, chicos. Feel free to take a moment to pause the video and check over your Spanish really carefully if you need a bit more time. Fantastico. Okay, so what you're going to do now, just to wrap up the lesson, is answer the question, ¿Cómo es tu insti? Which translates to, what's your school like? And what I'd like you to include is I'd like you to say what there is, just like in the translations, and say what there isn't, again, just like we did with the grammar point, not using the article and in the translations. And finally, say what you do at break time or lunchtime. So you can say maybe that you say, I play football on the football pitch, or I talk with my friends in the library. Those are just some examples of what you could do. So really well done for your work today, chicos. Once you have done your answer, please take a photo of it and send it to your teacher.
Buen trabajo, Year 9. Today I'd like to nominate the following students to send me a photo of their work. Here's my email address. So Caitlin, Manfa, Tatiana, Carmen, Sana and Leanne, you have been nominated to send in work. Thank you to all of those who've been sending in your work. You should have your feedback from your last lesson now and your achievement points. Gracias, adios.
If you've got a little bit more time, or you fancy just doing a little bit of extra Spanish, I've highlighted some vocabulary from your knowledge organizer that I would like you to be learning. Okay, chicos, have a great rest of your day. Done really well so far. And you'll hear from me in your next lesson. Adios!